Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So there has been some big news about The Talking Dead. Apparently, Chris Hardwick has been removed from The Talking Dead for the foreseeable future. Right now, he has an ex-girlfriend that has accused him publicly of being emotionally and sexually abusive to her. Now, I believe that Chris Hardwick now has a wife and she's pregnant, and I think the breakup with this woman that's complaining about him, that happened a couple of years ago, and she's just now making these accusations and saying that I think her exact words were that he was a prince on camera, but off camera he was a monster or something to that nature. And she's saying that he was sexually abusive to her, and he expected her to just give him whatever he wanted right when he came home from work and stuff like that. So right now there has been no proof, just her saying this, and she had just said this a few days ago. She had just made these statements and these accusations, but AMC has pulled Chris Hardwick from The Talking Dead, and it might not be permanent. It's just for right now. And they said that they want to investigate and they take these claims very seriously, but they have had a good working relationship with Chris for several years, and they want to come down to the truth and find out whether or not he actually did this to her. And Chris Hardwick has not said very much. He said that he did not do this and that he's heartbroken by these accusations. Now, me personally, I don't know. I don't watch too much. I have never watched too much of The Talking Dead, especially when they made it after Into the Badlands. First it's The Walking Dead, then it's Into the Badlands, and then it's Talking Dead, which is just stupid. You have to wait a whole hour after The Walking Dead to see The Talking Dead. It's really stupid. It's just AMC trying to force you to watch Into the Badlands. And I think that once Into the Badlands ends, you're not as excited to talk about the episode of The Walking Dead that you had watched an hour earlier. And it's not just that. I have never cared for it too much. I have never really liked Chris Hardwick as a person that much. He's fine. He's okay. He's made me laugh a couple of times. But for the most part, he just kind of gets on my nerves. He's a little obnoxious, and there's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way. And that is not enough to make me think that he definitely did these things to this woman. I think that we need facts. We need to know whether it happened or not. We need proof. Because it's possible that this woman just looked at what happened with Bill Cosby and realized that, a bunch of women can just say whatever they want to say and get a bunch of, money and media buzz and get guys fired from their jobs and get guys arrested and prosecuted and sent to prison, and she wants to try this on Chris Hardwick. I mean, it is a little odd that she would wait this long to make these statements. I mean, Bill Cosby was sent to prison, a few months ago? Maybe she was inspired by that to either be honest publicly about what happened and have the bravery to do so, or she wants to lie and get him in trouble and make money and get attention, even though he's actually innocent. Now, I am hoping that there ends up being some proof. Something that either proves that he was not abusive to this woman or that he was abusive to this woman. And I mean absolute 100% proof, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't want him to be 99% confirmed guilty. I want him to be 100% confirmed guilty. Unless he is 100% confirmed guilty, I do believe that Chris Hardwick should keep his job. He should, as long as there is some possible doubt, he should not be removed from the Talking Dead, because, I mean, what is the world we're living in? You know, where a woman can just say whatever and guys can lose their jobs and go to prison. That should not be how it works. There needs to be proof. There needs to be evidence. Now, I know there's a lot of assholes out there, and that there are a lot of guys that are abusive to their girlfriends, and there's a lot of rape and a lot of abuse and a lot of things that go unpunished. But when you are punishing the guy, when you are deciding whether or not he's guilty or innocent, there does need to be absolute 100% proof. It can't just be a woman saying this or a woman saying that. It can't just be someone's words. And it can't just be a group of people planning this thing out. It can't just be a group of people coming together and deciding that they're going to all go against this one guy and say this guy did this and did that. There needs to be more proof than multiple people. It can be more than one person, because it can just be a group of people that come together and plan this out and orchestrate this attack on this person and sending this person to prison, because some people think that if more than one person says this guy did this to his girlfriend, then it has to be true. No, a group of people can just combine and decide to make these accusations. I need 100% group. A person saying this, another person saying that, a group of people saying this. That's not proof. I need absolute proof that Chris Hardwick was abusive to his ex-girlfriend. If it's not absolutely proven, he should be able to continue his job. If it's not absolutely proven, in my eyes, he hasn't done anything wrong. And yeah, just because a woman says something doesn't mean a guy should lose his job and go to prison or go to trial. I mean, I guess he could go to trial, but not be found guilty. There needs to be absolute proof. We cannot make this worse and worse and worse and worse, where women can just say this and then guys go to jail or lose their jobs. We need actual proof. You know, to me, you know, I would rather. If I would not want to send 1,000 guilty people to prison and one innocent person to prison. I would rather the one innocent person not go to prison and then everyone else not go to prison, because that one guilty person, I mean, to me, that's everything. That could be me. That could be you. That could be your wife. That could be your child. That could be your brother, sister, anyone. Even if you do successfully send those 1,000 people to prison, that one innocent person, they never did anything wrong and their life is ruined, and they didn't do anything wrong. That's not worth it. It's not worth the justice. It's not collateral damage. It's a human being who didn't do anything, who is now spending the rest of their life paying for something they didn't do, because the justice system is loose enough to where women can just say a guy did this and then it's just assumed that they're right, or the judges make them guilty. We need to be really, really careful with this. There needs to be absolute proof without a shadow of a doubt. And I hope Chris Hardwick does get his job back if he's cleared, because that would be bullshit, you know? So for me, I don't like him, but that doesn't mean that I want him to get in trouble for something that he did not do. So I'm hoping that there are some facts, that there are some evidence, some pieces of evidence that actually point to him actually doing these things to this woman. And if not, he should be cleared. He should not lose his job. He should not get in trouble. That's how I think about this. That's what I think about this. And before I end this video, I do want to mention one more thing. Now, I don't know this for sure. I have not looked into it much myself. I don't know if there's actually a video circulating on the internet out there, but someone said in the YouTube comments that a few years ago, he was interviewing on The Talking Dead. Chris Hardwick was interviewing Madison Lintz, who was the actress that played Sophia. And Chris said that he had a poster of her as a zombie in his room, and he said that she looked hot. And someone in the audience said, "Dude, she was like 14." And Chris Hardwick just laughed it off awkwardly and continued the interview, something like that. Now, I don't know if she was actually 14. In that interview, I don't know if she was 14 on the poster. It's a little sketchy. I don't think he should call a teenage girl hot, but that's not really criminal in my opinion. I mean, she is hot, especially now. Jesus Christ, look her up. Look up pictures of her. She has grown up. She's not that little kid from season 2 anymore. She's grown up. She is hot. But I don't know when that interview actually occurred. I don't know if she was 14, if she was 14 in the poster. So I don't know. I mean, that's a little give or take for me. But I mean, if someone can find that video or dig it up somewhere, maybe I could watch it, or other people could watch it and see it in context. And you know, maybe that could. It really wouldn't prove anything either way, but it might sway you in one direction or the other as to whether or not Chris Hardwick would be the type of person to do this, or he could be the type of person. I mean, any man could. It's just subjective. But and I don't even know if that actually happened, but I read that in YouTube comments that he told Madison Lentz that he had a poster of her as a zombie and it was hot, and she might have been 14. So I don't know. But that's all I got, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think he's guilty or innocent? Do you think there needs to be absolute 110% proof before he is found guilty? Do you think a woman's word or a group of women can get together and just say this or that and, you know, send a man to prison? Just let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.